This episode of the Kerem House podcast is brought to you by Yali of Common Core. Check out her link below. She does energy sublimation and other great stuff, which you're going to see at the end of the interview. Hi, this is Daniel from the Kerem House podcast. We are here introducing Yali, singer and songwriter here in Tel Aviv. So, Yali, for those who don't know you yet, who are you?
Hi, I'm Yali. I'm 25 years old. I live in Tel Aviv. I make music. I sing. I rap. I write. I dance. I create music and art. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your music and art. What is your music?
So I sing and rap. I basically mix hip hop, pop, electronic music with Middle Eastern elements. I basically take everything that I've seen my whole life, so my Middle Eastern side from my family and my roots, and the classical and pop and hip hop influences that I've had to experience when I was growing up, living in South Africa, and I just kind of take it all together and make it as one big, wonderful thing.
So that's really cool, this process of, I guess, aliyah to and from South Africa, or how did it work? Because I know that you have South African influence, you have Israeli influences.
Yes. So I don't know if you call it so much of a South African influence, just more like Western influence, like pop. But I was born in Israel, lived the most standard, basic Israeli life, half Yemen, half Moroccan, super strong Mizrahi roots, and then just left little Eilat all the way in the south.
Eilat?
Yes,
oh my God.
Left Eilat.
I never met a person who really lived in Eilat.
Yeah, people live there. It's not just tourism. And then all the way to South Africa, into this super Ashkenazi Jewish community, Jewish school, and obviously I was a music student there, and I had to study classical music, and I've done musical theater, so that's very different to what I've heard at home, which is the Mizrahi and Middle Eastern songs and elements. And as a teenager, I loved hip hop, so kind of everything was combined together when I started creating my own music.
Musical theater.
Yes.
Which plays did you do? Who did you play?
I did, for my matric drama final, I did Rizzo from Greece.
Oh, wow.
Which was really, really fun. I did There Are Worse Things I Could Do, her song. And and I did that. And I did, we had this, every year at my school, we had this Purim play, take the holiday of Purim, we just had Purim, and they would make a whole musical story out of it, and they would just take the actual Purim story and they'll make it as a musical. So I played as Vashti. I was the evil queen.
So it's a female character with a speaking role. So,
yeah, basically.
Did you get a song?
Yeah, I did. I did. It was really cool. But yeah, I always loved musical theater. I also had to sing on my own from Les Mis, and I had a very classical training while I was studying music. So
here's the real question that I think everyone is now interested in.
Yeah.
Do you have videos of this, and can you put them up at some point?
I'm pretty sure it's on Facebook somewhere, even though I deleted that app long ago. So, but
Yali on Facebook. Watch her singing on my own. You should remixes of these songs with your current style.
It's a beautiful song. Yeah. It is a beautiful song. Touches the soul.
And when did you move back to Israel from South Africa?
I moved back in 2020. So at around
just in time for the most social time in the history of our country.
It was honestly because of COVID. My mom was already here. She went back to Israel. I stayed to study music at campus of Performing Arts in Johannesburg. And my mom came back to Israel, and then COVID hit, and I had to go back, be with her. So Baba Music University, and hello to Eilat and being a waitress.
Wow, what a transition.
Yeah.
I think. Boy, so I guess because a lot of our community are people either who are more recent Olim or made Aliyah at some point. If you had to give tips to people who are making Aliyah and getting used to Israel, because it seems like quite a shock to the system to go from
especially like the culture difference.
So what suggestions would you give as someone who's been in both worlds?
Israelis are not rude; they're just blunt. So don't take it too personal. They're blunt, so you be blunt.
We have the whole crew offset here, like nodding to that one.
Like,
yeah, guys, yeah.
They're not mean. They don't hate you. They honestly don't care. They're just blunt.
They're not rude. They just don't care. Yeah.
So they don't care. So you shouldn't care either. Don't take it personal. What else? Learn Hebrew, please. So many Olim. I'm sorry, especially from America. They come to Israel. They've been here for 7 years, 10 years. They don't speak a word of Hebrew. They can just say Shalom, Sababa, and Chamesh. That's all they can say. So please learn Hebrew, even a little bit, so you can communicate with the people around you. I don't know. I don't have any other tips, actually. Just that.
Those are gold. So, I guess so. You're back here and waitressing in Eilat.
Yes.
And what gave you the impetus to go back to music without the same supportive environment?
Well, I didn't do music for a year and a half when I was in Eilat, and I was missing it deeply. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. Honestly, it's not. I don't do music to be famous or to, I'm not looking to be this star. I do music because I honestly don't think I could do anything else. Honestly, that's the only thing I honestly think I'm good at. And when I didn't do it, I felt very empty. So I was I have to do it again. So I saved money. I looked for a campus that I can study production and study music as an official thing. And I did an audition. I got in to BPM. I found an apartment and I left Eilat, and I just did it. So, yeah, that was the point. I just felt super empty, and I had to do it. I had to just go back to it.
So it's a good thing to know. It's not the only time I hear from so here in Tel Aviv with Kerem House we do jams, and we've featured many different artists along the way, and for many of them they say that we really can't feel like we're doing anything else. But then my next question would be, okay, but why not just sing a lot of covers? That's a lot easier than doing your own. First of all, can you? Do you feel as satisfied with covers? Does it have to be the?
I love covers. I've done open mics and jams for years. I had a few shows even in South Africa. Even when I was in university there, I did covers. Every week I performed with a cover, and it's fun. But I honestly find singing my own songs easier than actually singing covers because I relate to it. I connect to it. It's mine. It's my baby. It's my art. And, being a vocalist is great. And I don't just sing, I rap. So I feel like I find a spot to tell my story, even if it's a fictional one or a real one from a real memory, So it's different. It's one thing to be a vocalist and it's another thing to be an artist.
Okay, so to quote the Dain man bata veranda orech or atolechet in this case, it's
very much.
So what's okay? If people here right now are saying, okay, want to give Yali a shot, what would be the song you would say they should listen to and why?
Well, right now my first single is out, Bereshit.
All right.
And Bereshit, which is Genesis, the beginning of time. I chose this name because it is the beginning of my career, actually taking this seriously and putting my art out. So I would actually say, just please go listen to this. It's very high beat, high tempo song. It's here to make you dance. It's here to make you smile. It's here to make you nod your head. And the lyrics are very true from the heart. So I would say it's a great introduction. Right. I don't need to say anything else.
Bereshit, I think we'll definitely have a dance after the recording. And I know you have some more music coming out, right?
Yes.
So what do we have to look forward to?
Well, I just did a collab with my good friend Nadav Elkom, and he has this album coming out, and I'm so grateful to be
Definitely check him out, everyone.
Yeah, you should. I'm so grateful to be taking part of this album. We have about 4 songs on this album that's coming out, which will be in English for my Olim friend who don't know Hebrew yet.
But we'll learn after this suggestion.
You should learn. And soon to be, I have 2 upcoming singles, 2 upcoming singles coming, and a full album that's just ready to come out. So the next year will be full of art and creating, which is fun.
Amazing. So I guess to learn a bit more about you and the life of Yali. So you left Eilat, the only world you knew, and you came to Tel Aviv. So what is your community like here? What is your Tel Aviv life like?
I'm very lucky that my good friends that are like my sisters, they made Aliyah from South Africa as well. So I'm very lucky to keep them close to me. I have some other friends that I made along the way. Some of them are musicians, some of them are not. But I'm very lucky to have a supportive community.
What area of Tel Aviv do you live?
I live in the south of Tel Aviv.
Like Florentine?
Like Hatikva.
Oh.
I like it though. I live in not the dangerous side, full of cute little families around us. Me and my boyfriend live there. And it's really fun. Most of my friends are, some of them are in Tel Aviv, some of them are in Yafo, some of them are in Bat Yam. I'm just very lucky to be able to see all of them and connect. And yeah, just work, studio, home. That is my life, basically.
All right. Another very important question, something I think everybody wants to know. What is your miklat like? Or you
stinky. It's so stinky. Oh my goodness.
So you have one.
I have one, thank God. I mean, it's 500 meters away. So the first beep that we hear, I have to run. But yeah, it's stinky and hot, but it keeps me alive. So no complaints.
At least that.
It is that.
So I guess another thing that we like to ask for Kerem House, we do community events, we do volunteering, and we're also involved in the municipality. So because we occasionally speak to people who work in the city, if there's one thing you could have changed or improved, what would it be? In Tel Aviv.
2 things.
Okay, 2. All right.
2 things. 1, more miklatim and mamadim.
Okay.
So many areas in the city have no protection, which is insane because this country was built on war. It's not like we had time where we didn't have war. So, and second, some areas in Tel Aviv are very neglected. So I think that it's a bit unfair that some parts of Tel Aviv are super clean and renovated and being taken care of, and then some areas are super neglected. At the end of the day, the tax money goes to the authorities anyways. So just take care of the city, and yeah, I think that's something I would.
And for new Olim who come here, what's one place you would say they have to check out?
In Tel Aviv.
Unless it's Eilat, you could say, Olim have to go to Eilat. Eilat's the place.
To check Eilat. They have to check Eilat, but not the touristy places, like the nice hidden beaches. And in Tel Aviv, it's really nice.
What are your favorite places to go? When you and your boyfriend want to do something fun, where do you go?
We either go to the Tayelet near Yafo. We love to be there by the beach. We love to walk around there. Or we like to... Where else do we like to? We really like to stay at home.
All right, good. So the only place to catch you is at the shows.
Or home. I would say explore the beach and the Tayelet near Yafo, not just the Tel Aviv, North Tel Aviv side. I would say go a little bit to the south and see the connection between the 2 parts of the city. Is really nice. Beautiful. Yeah.
So if people want to hear your music or follow you, how do they do that?
So my name on Instagram is Yalzi, which is my little nickname since I was in high school. And
how do you spell that?
It's Yalzzii. That's my Instagram
I'm sure
handle.
all of you knew how to spell that the second you said it. For the few who didn't.
It's okay. It's just like a little Instagram handle, but my actual name is Yali. You can find me on Spotify. Just type in Yali, and you'll find me on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Yeah.
Wonderful. What's one thing you would have to say to new artists, right now after a year and a half of waitering, who are like, I need something in my soul, like, how do I get started? What would you suggest to them?
Just do it. Don't be scared, just do it. I was so scared. You can ask my good friends. I had songs ready to come out for 2 years straight, and I was terrified of putting them out. And then the moment I actually put it out, I just can't wait until I put the next one and the next one and the next one. And even if you have 50 views, these are 50 people who are willing to listen to you. So don't count it. Like, don't be scared that it's not too many now. It will be.
This video's sponsor is Tali from Common Core, who's actually joining us from Thailand. She does some really cool things with energy supplementation. I'm not really sure what that is. Tali, can you tell us a little bit about what is energy supplementation and what you do?
I am a coach. I help women build businesses from a place of calmness. So energy supplementation is when you basically move the energy send the energy up from the lower chakras up to the higher chakras. Are you familiar with what chakras are?
I am, but I think that maybe some of our viewers are not.
So we all have chakras, which are like 7 vortexes of energy that go up back of the spine and down the front of the body. When all of our chakras are balanced and aligned, we are at our full power. We're open to the universe. We can manifest what you want. You can create and just feel more connected.
Tali, that was really interesting. And I'd like to ask, how do you bring this to people's lives? What are the services that you offer online, in person? How does it work?
So I offer a range of different services. I do workshops here on the island of Koh Phangan, which I am in the process of moving online. My workshops are mostly related to energy and also some tantric practices. So I have energy in motion, which is all about how our emotions are just energy in motion and how we can work with them to use them as tools rather than hindrances. And I help women come into a more emotionally regulated place within themselves so they can build from that place of calmness. And also healing touch and embodied dance. I love dancing. I really believe that it's an amazing way to release energy and create more joy and freedom within ourselves. So, yeah.
Incredible. That sounds really uplifting for the right people. And Yali and I both, like dance.
Yeah.
So I want to know, is there some exercise that you can do with us sort of to demonstrate to us and our viewers the things that you do?
You are going to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your womb space, or if you're a man, on your belly.
Okay. Good clarification there.
Breathe into your lower belly, or even as low as you kind of can into your root chakra, which is at the base of your pelvic floor or perineum if you're a man. Breathe into that space. And then send the energy. So imagine that there is like a golden ray of light that is rising up from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. So as you're inhaling, you're sending the energy all the way up to the crown. And then as you exhale, you're bringing it all down the front of your body. So it's kind of like this circle of light that's going up the back of your spine and then down the front of your body as you exhale, and just creating that circle. And you're just showering yourself basically in this golden light of life force energy. Let me know if this is making any sense or if it's working for you. You can also use your hands to send the energy up and down. So bringing it up and then exhale all the way down. And then just noticing how that feels in your heart space.
Wow. That was
feel more alive in your body.
Feel very relaxed.
Yeah, I feel very relaxed as well.
Yeah. Okay, good. So that's one use. Either
Very
alive
cool.
or relaxed. It can work both ways.
So Tali, that was really, really cool, though I'll say probably too short. How can people find you and connect to all these things that you do?
You can find me via my website and my community, Common Core, which is on membership.io, and my Instagram, Common Core. I look forward to connecting.
Yeah, thank you, Tali. How do you say this would be important for women, especially during these tough times?
It's so important to be aware of how our nervous system and our energy body affects pretty much everything we do. Everything is energy. So when we're aware of actually what's happening inside of us and inside of our bodies and how to work with that energy instead of kind of fight or flighting against it, it's invaluable. It's so important.
Amazing. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Tali. Thank you.
Thank you.
Her information you can find here. Tali from Common Core. And enjoy Kopangan. I haven't been there in a while. Hope you're living it up with all the other
Never been
Israelis
there.
who are there.
Yeah. Well, I hope to see you here sometime. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. And thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
You're very welcome. So I definitely want to say thank you for coming on the
Thank
podcast.
you.
And we really can't wait to see what music you come up with next.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And yeah, check her out, Yali and Yalzi on Spotify and Instagram. And Brigitte, thank you for watching this episode of the Kerem House podcast.